Good morning, students. Today we will learn a few questions which is left till now, 31 to 34, and one or two examples based on different concept that I want to discuss with you today. First, I want to tell you about the continuity of composite function. The topic is continuity of composite function. What is its meaning and what is composite function? We heard this particular word in chapter number 1, that is f of g and g of f, fog and goff. This is a composite function. One main thing I want to make right here, that if f of x and g of x are two functions and both are continuous function. If function f and g are both continuous, then their composite function is also continuous. This term may be tough for you, but meaning is very simple. Two functions we are having and both are continuous. Suppose both are continuous, so their composite, what is the meaning of composite? Composite meaning fog and goff. Meaning, if I would say that is fog of x and goff of x both will be continuous. Both will be continuous. This fog and goff called composite function. And if f and g are separately continuous, their composition also will be continuous. So in this particular concept, under few question, we will say this all. I tell you one more thing. Look at. Suppose f of x equal to x square and g of x is equal to sin x. These two are functions. Before doing anything, I just want to tell you that it is a polynomial function and it is a sine function. Few functions which need not prove their continuity on any point because they are genuine continuous. This sine x is a continuous function. It is always continuous. X square is a polynomial function. It is always continuous. Whatever point you will take to find or verify its continuity, you will always get it is continuous function. So you need not do this. Sin x like cos x, x square, modulus of x, so all are continuous function. So if I ask you that what about fog, so without finding anything, I can tell that fog is also continuous. Even what is the answer of fog? F of g of x. That is nothing new. Already have learned in previous chapters. F of g of x. This is what is of g of x? It is sin x. Which is sin x, like that. Now, g of x is equal to sin. And what is f of sin x? The f of sin x meaning sin x square, like that, meaning sin square x. Anything you can write. So if I ask you, somewhere it is being asked that what is sin square x, so you just have to say, okay, sin square x is a composition of f of x and g of x. It is both are continuous, so that it is also continuous. So keep in mind that sin square x is a composition of x square and sin x, like fog. When these two are continuous themselves, whole sin square x will be continuous. So this is a concept, but how we can make the question, that is interesting. That is interesting. So I want to raise one question to you from the exercise, and question is 31. Question 31 says, show that function f of x is equal to cos of x squared is continuous. This is a question. Show that f of x equal to cos, show that f of x equal to cos x squared is continuous. First of all, you must know that this is a combination of two functions. First is cos and second is x squared. So automatically it appears that, okay, it is not a single function. Actually, it is a double function. It is a composition of two functions. Though we are given f of x equal to f of x, f symbol already used, so you don't worry about that. Cos and x square, they were two functions. we will try to show that it is a composite function of two different functions. Hear me carefully. Actually, it is a composition of two functions. We will try to show it is actually the composition of two functions. So how we can do it? Let me speak something. First, you see it carefully. First is being cos. So you go, let g of x equal to, no, actually you can't take f of x because f of x is a fully function. It is already given by name f of x. So you can't take now the special symbol f. You can take g like h or something like that. So g of x is equal to, first you consider g of x is equal to, which is prior function. What is prior function? Cos. So you write cos of x. Don't take x square because it is a second function. It is a second function. So choose first function is cos. Whatever it is written, call it x. Cos x, because main is cosine function, which is first function, and combined second function is x square, which is called a second name, like h of x is equal to second function. So this is my combination. Like what? Again I repeat, first function is being cos, cosine function called cos x. This is first function, which is I called g. Now second function which appears, fully second function will be h. Because f already by name it is given, so I can't use the f symbol now furthermore. So this g and h I have chosen like that. Now I simply ask you that this is called g, this is called h, you find g of h. It is also combination of g and h. Before it we put the example of fog and goff, f of g and g of f. But this time I'm using the symbol g and h, so I'll define g of h. So how it will come in your mind that you have to find g of h? Why didn't you find h of g? That is simply based on whatever you considered. First you considered it is g, and second you considered it is h. So simple, it's a sequence and cycle, and it is a chain that it is g, it is h, so g of h. Now find out it. G of h of x. Now furthermore, g of, what is h of x? X square. This is g of x square. Now what is g of x square? G of x square, which is cos g of x equal to this. So what is g of x square? G of x square will be cos x square. And now I want to stop here. What you have found? That g of h of x is equal to cos x square, meaning this is actually composite function, and g of h of x actually is equal to cos x square, which is combination of cos x and x square. Since cos x and x square both are themselves continuous, so that their combination, their composition is also continuous. What we'll write here? Since x cos x and x square both are continuous function, so that their composite function, instead of this you should write f of x. Since f of x and g of x, look at the thing please. This is f of x, sorry, h of x, g of x here, g of x and h of x. Look at again. Since g of x and h of x both are continuous function, so what about these two? These two, it is g of h is their composition. Therefore, their composition function g of h of x will be continuous. And what is the value of g of h? Is cos x square. So that I would say cos x square also will be continuous. That is a showing of continuity. Actually, what we tried to represent cos x square. We tried to show that cos x square is actually composition of two functions, and both individually are continuous function. That's why their composition is also continuous function. That's simple. So this is a question. Hope you have got. Even after I will tell you a similar question once or twice, so that you can catch it easily. Look at, I tell you. We have a question number, suppose 32, and question asks, show the continuity of f of x equal to cos x. This is a question, very easy question. But you should know that this is again the composition of two functions. First is a mod and second is itself cos. So how will you start solution? Let first you will go, because f is already engaged, so use a different symbol like g. Let g of x is equal to what you will take, which is looking prior, which is looking initial function, which is mod. So in mod you will write not cos x because it is a second function, so write itself x. First function is mod and write here x. You can't take cos because cos is second function. Now second function is given by h, which is cos x. Simple, simple. Now we have two functions. Now go with g of h of x. So as usual, this is, and what is the meaning of h of x? So h of x is cos x. And what is g of cos x? So g of x is equal to mod x. So g of cos x is equal to mod cos x. That is simple. You got answer. So what is final sentence you will say? This is cos x, actually composition of g and h, and both g and h are what? Continuous functions. Since g of x, which is mod x, and h of x, which is cos x, both are actually continuous. That's why g of h of x will be continuous. How am I writing that? Because already I have told that when two different functions are continuous, their composition is also continuous. And what is a value of g of h? Look at g of h is equal to cos x in mod. So mod cos x also will be continuous. That's answer. So this is very simple now to you. Similar kind of that. I want to show one more example of the book. Question number, look at 20. Example number 20 I want to show. Question is, show that f of x equal to 1 minus x plus x is continuous. Continuous function. This is again, if you see that it is a mod, before it what we did become mod cos x. So instead of cos we have a long one, so you don't worry about that. We start with solution. Let first function is being g. What is first function? First function is mod. So we'll write only mod x. Whole called x because it is second function. And now what is h of x? Is equal to inside whole 1 minus x plus mod x. This is complete. Now I ask you that what is g of h? That is g of h of x. So what is h of x? 1 minus x plus mod x. This one whole. And what about g of this? So keep in instead of x, like g of x equal to mod x. So g of this whole equal to mod of this. If you compare, you can simply catch it. 1 minus x plus x. That you got. And same sentence you have to write. Only I had written there. You have to write that since g of x, which is a modulus function, and h of x, which is actually addition of a polynomial function and modulus function. One must know that polynomial function is always continuous, modulus function is always continuous, their plus is also always continuous. Keep in mind, the addition of two continuous function, subtraction of two continuous function, multiplication of two continuous function, and division also, except denominator should not zero, it is also continuous function. So you don't worry about that. This is a polynomial function. This is a modulus function. Their addition is also continuous function because these two are continuous function. So whole h of x is continuous function. You need not, or you don't have to explain very well. You only write that since g of x and h of x both are continuous, so that g of h of x, its composition also will be continuous, so that this is also continuous. This is a concept. Hope you have got till now. I don't think that I need to tell you much more and more about that. Question number 33 we have. I want to tell you this again. F of x equal to, suppose sine of x it is called, and we have to find the continuity of this. This is again the composition of two functions. First is definitely sine and second is completely mod x. So I'll go with let g of x. What you will say g of x is? G of x is, first being sine. So you just have to write x. Don't write mod x because it's just second function. And h of x will be definitely second function, which is mod x. Try to understand that. Now I'll find g of h. So this is g of h of x. So g of, what is h of x? Mod x. And what is g of mod x? Look at g of x equal to sine x. So g of mod x will be sine of mod x. So instead of x you have to write only mod x. So okay, I have written here. So what you got? Same. So what you will write down next? Since g of x and h of x both are continuous, so that g of h of x will also be continuous. And what is the value of this? Sine of mod x is always continuous, also continuous. So similar sentences you have to write already in prior questions and previous questions. I have made you write all the sentences as how to manage and how to arrange these sentences. So just based on that, it is continuous. So it's very simple now, but do it because last year this came in exam. So I request you, please do it. And one last question, which is actually in book, but it is not of that kind. This is very simple. Question asks that what about the continuity of mod x plus 1? This is the question. So I don't want to discuss much about that. Only one sentence I would speak. Modulus function is always continuous. So both are continuous because it is modulus, it is also modulus. It is not a composition of two functions. It is a subtraction of actually two different functions. So I would ask you that, I would say you, this is a continuous function because it is a modulus function. We know that modulus function is always continuous. So both are modulus function, both are continuous. So I have right now told you that addition or subtraction or multiplication or divide. In divide you should remember that denominator should not 0. So in all cases, they are all operations are continuous. So I would write that since mod x and mod x plus 1 are continuous function, so that their differences is also continuous, and so that this is continuous function. Answer. So this is nothing, and if you are thinking, sir, we have to show by taking any point. So sorry for that, but you should not, you need not do all this. You don't have to take any special point to show the function is continuous. Just get the nature of the function and write your own sentence. So hope this is a concept and which I wanted to tell you. Furthermore, I think you would have done question 27, 28, 29 because these are very important questions. 20, 30th question I already have explained. So till continuity I have explained each and everything. Few simple sentences keep always in your mind, that polynomial function, sine function, cos function and mod function, these are always continuous. And furthermore, like tan x or cot x or something like that, furthermore also e to the power x, log x, these are always continuous in its domain, meaning where this r exists, defined, at which they are always continuous. Okay, this language will definitely will come in further the concept. I will at that time explain. So first you just keep remember this, these are functions, they are always continuous. For proving their continuity, we don't have to take any point. We can write directly our sentence that these are genuine continuous function. So hope this is enough for the continuity. Now from next lecture I will start the differentiability and differentiation, which will be very important. So don't miss them. Thank you.